All right, I would like just to take an opportunity to welcome all of you to the groundbreaking, or the Sandbreaking as it's now been called, of our all-inclusive playground. As you all know, we've waited many, many years for this day and we're very excited. But before we begin, I'd like to welcome Troop 227 for the flag ceremony.
If you be so kindly to remove your hats. Color Guard, attention. Color Guard, advance. Scout salute, and if you're not in uniform, please place your right hand over your heart. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Troop 227. And now we have Councilmember Jill Hardy here to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jill. And now I'd like to welcome Mayor Barbara Del Glaze to welcome and say a few words.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. This is certainly a special time. Oh, too loud? Oh, yes, of course. Sit down, please. I didn't know what you heard. The hand signals there. I guess for all of us here, this is probably the first time that we're celebrating opening a park on the beach. But it's a special time, very special time, because the concept of creating a playground on the beach was initiated based on some requests residents made to the Community Services Commission. The Community Services Commission, along with staff, analyzed several sections of beach, including the north and the south of the pier, weighing pros and cons of each location. The Commission recommended this location due to the proximity of Blufftop Park and because the area isn't as impacted by the special events that we often have and beach activities. They also recommended that the concept of playground be all-inclusive so that it would be enjoyed by all. The 2007 City Council approved the location and the concept of playground. Interest in the project for the community was immediate, and the city received an initial donation from an individual donor for $40,000. And then the Rotary Club and the Kiwanis Club of Huntington Beach. Let's give a hand for those. I mean, we don't do anything in this community without them, seriously. They also championed the project and did their part to raise funds to support the project. The playground is truly a community effort. This will mark the first playground ever on the beach for our city. Other cities, including Long Beach, Seal Beach, Oceanside, Mission Beach, and San Diego, to name a few, do have playgrounds. The playground will provide a unique amenity to the beach area and the Blufftop Park. And more inclusive and more importantly, it will also be the first ever all-inclusive park playground in our city. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the ceremonies. It's going to be a special event.
And now we have representatives here from Janet Nguyen's office, Michelle Steele's office, Congressman Dana Rohrabacher's office, and Assemblyman Matthew Harper's office. So if you would like to come up, we would like for you to be able to say a few words and make presentations if you have them.
Well, it's great to know that we have another elected official who sings sometime for people. And what a wonderful occasion. The land of the free and the home of the brave has really inspired us, but one thing that has also inspired us is the fact we are the land of the free and the home of the brave and the home of people who care about one another. And that's what this is all about today. We're talking in the Rotary Club and the Kiwanis Club with the heart and soul of what America is really all about, reaching out to help those people who need help. Americans, of course, come from every race and religion and ethnic group, and we are part of the same family and we care about each other. That's what this park, this all-inclusive playground, is going to be all about. I want to give you one story, and I won't take up too much time, but this, I think, goes to this. I spent my lifetime fighting the Soviet Union, all right? And you all know I was Reagan's speechwriter and did things overseas that fought the Soviet Union. Well, when the Soviet Union collapsed, I felt a very personal calling to make sure that we tried to have peace with the Russian people and cooperated economically. And I went, and I was a senior member of the Science Committee overseeing our space policy at the time. And I invited the now democratic Russian government's space guy to come here and meet all of our top leaders in our space industry. And I took them around and they were talking how they might cooperate, space station, etc. And one night I took them to a club, and one of my staff members was going to join us as well. His name was Mike Grekus. He was a Vietnam era veteran who was in a wheelchair. And he drove up as we got to this eatery, and these Russian guys are there, and they see him drive up and get out of his vehicle and lifted down in an elevator and wheel himself out. And that night, as we ate, the Russians broke down in tears. And they said, "We can't believe that you have technology like this here, that you've invested in such things to help people who can't walk. We don't have anything like that. You Americans have such good hearts." And I'll never forget that as long as I live. And the fact is, we can be proud. One of the things that I voted on, one of the first votes I voted on in Congress all those years ago, I voted for the American Disabilities Act, although there were some Republicans who thought it was too costly, etc. Well, we can be very proud that we've got ways that people in wheelchairs can go and travel up through our city, and because we've taken care of the curbs and things like that, and we have paid special attention to people who have a little greater hurdle than the rest of us. And that's what this park is all about. It reflects the goodness of our hearts, and it reflects the goodness of especially the Rotaries and the Kiwanis. So thank you for letting me represent such a good-hearted place as Huntington Beach.
Thank you very much.
This is very exciting, and I'm a Huntington Beach man and have been, and this is another really nice thing that Kiwanis and Rotary and the city, and I guess the state may have a little something to do with it as well, but it's the city that has the big heart here. And I'd be here even if I wasn't here on behalf, I forgot to mention I'm here on behalf of State Senator Janet Nguyen, and she misses a lot, and I get to do it, and I'm really happy about that. Janine, she has something for you as the city representative.
I'm going to give it to the mayor, too.
Oh, the mayor, of course.
I would
The
do that,
mayor.
too. Thanks, Phil.
Oh, you're so welcome. Congratulations to everybody. And let's get out here and play in the sand.
You bet. That's the best thing we could do. Thank you so much. And please thank Senator Wynn. I know, because she is Timmy and Tommy, and they'd love to be
That's
here too.
right.
So
Boy, me
thank you
for 'em.
so very much.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name's Chris. I'm here on behalf of Assemblyman Matthew Harper, and it's our pleasure to be here in congratulating the City of Huntington Beach on the groundbreaking for this all-inclusive beach playground. You know, I think we can all agree that when we all come together, we can have a lot more fun, and bringing everybody here at this park is going to be a great thing, and we're really looking forward to the grand opening down the future. So on behalf of Matthew Harper, we just want to say congratulations, and unfortunately, I accidentally destroyed the cert, and I tried to get into the office but they're closed on Sunday, so I will make sure to get the cert. So thank you.
Please let Matthew know that we really appreciate his service, and we know that his heart's here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You bet.
My name is Joe Carcio. I'm here to represent Assemblyman Travis Allen from the 72nd District. Travis really wanted to be here for this special groundbreaking, but he just had a little baby, 9-pound, 9-ounce young little girl named Caroline. That's not little. But anyway, this is a very special day, and it's been a long time in the works, and it's finally here. And the groundbreaking here is a commitment to the improvement and quality of life that enriches the Huntington Beach community. So with that, I'll have a few words to say later on, but thank you from Assemblyman Travis Allen's office, Mayor.
Well, I wanted to also say to you, Mayor Joe, it really is from the passion that you had that we're also here today when you were on council. So I know you'll say things other, but I just wanted to acknowledge you and thank Travis Allen. We appreciate this.
Good afternoon. My name is Tim Whitaker, and I'm here on behalf of the Chairwoman of the Board of Supervisors of the County of Orange, your Supervisor, 2nd District, Michelle Steele. And if I could, we've got something for not just the city, but also for the Kiwanis and for the Rotary Club. So Mr. Pete Brenner and Mr. Bob Wetzel, could you come forward too, please, gentlemen? So then get this fixed. What the chairwoman wants to make sure that she passes on to the three of you and to those of you that are in attendance is that this is what local government is all about. When you have public-private come together, and the private expresses a need and a desire, and the public, those elected, acknowledge that need and desire, and they set out trying to find a way to make it happen. And then it goes back out into the private sectors, and great organizations like the Rotary Club and the Kiwanis, they step up big time, and they bring this home. Not just for the residents of Huntington Beach, but this is going to be something that's going to be very well served to the residents of Orange County and those who come and visit Surf City, USA. So the chairwoman couldn't be prouder of this moment. And what we have here, these all read the same, but Madam Mayor, to you first, of course. This is in honor of the groundbreaking ceremony of the All-Inclusive Beach Playground, a public-private collaborative effort to accommodate the needs of people with all abilities, which will bring a wonderful recreational addition for local residents in Orange County as a whole, dated this day, December 3rd, Michelle Steele.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Whitaker.
You're welcome.
I just want to say that I know Supervisor Michelle Steele, she has tremendous passion for our city and would be joyous to see all you folks out here today. So thank her, let her know personally, okay?
Will do, Madam
And
Mayor.
Tim, you always have a nice way with your words. You represent her so well. Thanks for being in our community as often as you are.
It's a pleasure, man. Thank you. And Mr. Brenner, on behalf of the supervisor and the chairwoman of the board, to the Rotary Club, same verbiage, just as strongly felt, and sorry, it's coming apart here. And she wants to thank you and your members for all their great work that they do, not just today, but year-round in the city. It's felt, it's seen, and she's very, very proud to have you in the district.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then also for Bob, I'm going to echo those same sentiments. The Kiwanis, same car, different color with what these groups do for your fine city. It's awesome. Thank you so much for helping make this happen. On behalf of the chairwoman, congratulations. You're welcome.
I also would like to acknowledge our council members that are here from the City of Huntington Beach. We have Lynn Sametta and Mayor Pro Tem Mike Posey. I don't think we have any others here, so, okay. Before we continue, I would like to invite a guest speaker that we have from the city of Lake Forest. He's the mayor of Lake Forest, Scott Voights, and Scott would like to say a few words about this all-inclusive playground.
Well, the podium isn't really inclusive yet, so I want to say what a great honor it is for me to be here from the city of Lake Forest. I serve as mayor for the city of Lake Forest, and as a local elected official, you know, we always have a want to do good and make a difference. And, you know, that's what I live by. My motto as a city council person is, as I'm striving to make a difference. And what you have done here, here in Huntington Beach, has made a difference for so many that are physically challenged, that are mentally challenged, that have no access to the beach or the sand, have never felt the sand between their toes. And so you've made this available to them. And so as someone that sits in a wheelchair but with a can-do attitude, as someone that is overcoming every day, I know there's some of the challenge that our young people, the children that have impairments, disabilities have. And so I want to say thank you to the city of Huntington Beach. Thank you for the California State Parks. Thank you for the Kiwanis and the Rotary for making a difference here in Huntington Beach that will be not only a difference for the children of Huntington Beach, but those throughout the county of Orange, because parents are always trying to get their children that are sometimes day in and day out of therapy rooms with pads on the ground and doing their physical therapy and stuff, and to get them out here where you have the Pacific Ocean right here is such a marvelous blessing to those that are not without any other way to get there. So I want to say thank you. What a great honor it is for me to be here and see the good work that Huntington Beach is doing that for those that are underrepresented in every way, because we don't have those many of us as cities have making our playgrounds more accessible for the disabled and for those that are challenged. But this along the coast here will bring a whole new light, a whole new world to those that are facing challenges every day, and it will bring a joy. You know, as I was coming here, I was thinking, parks make life better. And you guys have made life better for some people that, or some children that are challenged. And so thank you, and what a great month to do this celebration. What a great day. This is actually the day, International Day of Persons with Disabilities, and you guys are making a difference for those that are challenged with disabilities. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart. As someone that rolls around in my wheelchair all the time, I want to say that this means a lot to us. And so thank you. God bless you. God bless the Huntington Beach. Thank you, Rotary and Kiwanis. You guys have made a difference here. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Mayor. We really appreciate your words. And now with a little park history, Dave Dominguez.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody for coming out here today on such a beautiful day and giving up your Sunday for this. But this is truly a long time coming. This project goes back many years, and there's a lot of thought that went into it. Several council meetings, commission meetings, looking at all the locations, as our mayor said before, and we were finally able to locate or get this location approved. We went through a coastal development permit to get all our regulatory processes out of the way. So the big thing that we had to wait for was the funding. So again, Kiwanis and Rotary, I mean, this is why we're here today. You guys fill in the gap, and without your help, who knows how much longer this project would take. But with that being said, is the playground equipment is being manufactured now. It takes about 6 weeks to fabricate. So then it'll be shipped over, and in the meantime, we'll have the contractor come out and start doing the footings for the sand walls. The whole playground will be here behind me, and it'll have sand walls around it. It'll be a little picnic table area, and again, it'll all be covered with rubberized surfacing, which will allow folks in chairs, walkers, to get to every single piece of play equipment. And as we said before, it is all inclusive. And the playground was actually designed by Dave Bang Associates, and we have Alex Barron standing way in the back there. He's a representative from the playground company. So
Alex can attest, we had several versions of this playground over the years, let me tell you, and I think there's probably times when he didn't want to take my phone calls when we'd come up with a different design, a different scheme. But anyhow, we're happy we're here today. Also want to thank some of the folks from the city that worked on it. You know, my staff, Nasha Sedano, she's not here today, but she did all the preparations to get the applications in for the coastal development permit. The planner who worked on this for the city, Nicole Bourgeois, she was the one that actually got it through that process, so we'd like to thank them for their help. And with that, we do have one of our commissioners in the audience, Nicolina Krizikrea from our Community Service Commission, so I'm glad she's here, and all the members from council, all the rest that come out. I'd also like to thank our sponsors, Dave Bang Associates and Republic Services, for providing the funding we needed for the tent and for the refreshments we have. So I'd like to thank for their support. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Joe Carcio.
I know this is a very special day, and Madam Mayor, City Council members, elected officials, distinguished guests, and Huntington Beach residents. Today is very special. What you are witnessing is community involvement at its very best. In 2014, after council approval, a challenge went out to the community to raise funds to complete this project. The response was overwhelming, and we'll be breaking ground on this very special park today. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who made this dream come true for the great park system of Huntington Beach, and for all the kids and families to enjoy. This has been a long 3 years and many hurdles since this journey began. I knew it wasn't going to be easy when I said I would raise the money as a public-private partnership, but with the help of Jeff Snow of Republic Services, we approached both the Kiwanis and Rotary clubs as we made our presentation, and without hesitation, they both became partners, working hard to raise the needed funds to make this all-inclusive park a reality, to be enjoyed by everyone in Huntington Beach. I want to thank Janine Loudenbach, Dave Dominguez, for all their efforts in moving this project forward, and especially Jeff Snow. I don't know where Jeff is, somewhere. Especially Jeff Snow. None of this would have happened without his drive to make this dream come true for the children and families of Huntington Beach. Jeff, thank you very much. To both former and current city council members who had the vision to make this park a reality, thank you, Lynn and Mike. Jill. This park will be another jewel added to the outstanding park system in Huntington Beach. A very special thank you to my friend, City Manager Fred Wilson, for his visionary leadership in believing that we could raise the funds and bring this project to reality. This park is special because it can be enjoyed by all the families of Huntington Beach community. Thank you to everyone who worked so hard to bring us where we are today, because parks do make life better for everyone. So with that, thank you to the City of Huntington Beach. God bless Huntington Beach. God bless the USA. And Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you.
Okay, and now we would like Jenny Skinner, Special Olympian, to come up and say a few words about the value of play and especially of inclusive play.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome to the groundbreaking for a wonderful new park for persons of all abilities. Sports have always been an important part of my life. I have trained on teams and without disabilities, including AYSO soccer, my high school swim team, masters swim teams, and equestrian dressage. Get back here, you little turkey. I hope I have shown that persons with challenges are also capable at sports. Growing up in Huntington Beach, my parents took me to one of the city parks almost every day. Physical fitness and social interaction is an important part of life for everyone. This park will give children the opportunity to interact and learn about children with different challenges as they play together. Knowledge is a powerful teacher. I have been a Special Olympics athlete for over 35 years. Inclusion and acceptance is an important part of our program. We have unified sports in our year-round training and competition programs. Half of the team includes able-bodied athletes of the same age and ability. In schools, youth leaders work together to provide a wide plan of activities and supporting events. Let's give a big thank you to the service organizations who have helped fund this new park and the city making it possible. Thank you very much. I really actually appreciate for this, the whole thing of Huntington Beach. Really good for all the kids to enjoy. And I really actually like to be part of this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jenny. We're very happy you're a part of this.
Thank you.
And what a great segue to the final speakers we have before we actually get to do the sand breaking. And we have remarks from both Rotary and Kiwanis. So if your representatives would like to come up and say a few words, we'd very much appreciate that. Pete Brunner, first up.
Nobody talks about what happens to tall people. I know. Rotary was inspired. My name is Pete Brunner with the Rotary Club of Huntington Beach, and Rotary was inspired by Matteo Serafano, a local Huntington Beach boy born with severe disabilities and the son of one of our Rotary members, to build a park that could be enjoyed by all, including those with physical disabilities. Sadly, Matteo passed away at the age of 10 and will not be able to enjoy this park. But great comfort is taken knowing that so many others will be able to come here for fun and relaxation. Rotarians John Bailey and Jeff Snow led our efforts along with Dave Dominguez and Janine Loudenbach and other city officials, originally planning to enhance Palm Park with specialized play equipment. But then city leaders voted to establish an entirely new park here on the beach, dedicated to inclusive access for the disabled in partnership with Rotary. We thank Joe Carcio, who was appointed as liaison, and the Kiwanis who joined in support. Through Rotary's fundraising efforts to support the park, through events like Surfboards on Parade and the Huntington Haunt, we eventually raised $50,000. This park is an example of how one idea forms a vision, and through dialogue, cooperation, and collaboration between citizens, public officials, and community service groups like Rotary, that one small idea can become a reality. Rotary is an organization with over 30,000 clubs worldwide doing small projects that end up having a tremendous impact. Just imagine what we can do in Huntington Beach with 200,000 people with just a little more vision, a little more collaboration. Doing the good in the community is both fun and rewarding, and Rotary is honored to participate in projects like this. Right now in Orange County, Seal Beach, Newport Beach, Laguna Beach, and San Clemente all have playgrounds on the beach. And we are truly excited that Huntington Beach will not just have a playground on the beach, but one that is accessible to all without limitations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pete and Bob.
All right. First, let me thank you all for coming out today to mark the historic groundbreaking of this all-inclusive playground at the beach on this, the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. I especially want to thank Community Services Director Janine Loudenbach for bringing this to the Huntington Beach Kiwanis Club and allowing us to partner with the city of Huntington Beach in this ambitious endeavor. It truly is an honor to be here representing the Huntington Beach Kiwanis Club as this project comes to fruition. I can remember when Janine first presented this to the Kiwanis Board, then President Dr. Jonathan Ford brought this to a vote and it was unanimously approved. Since then, Presidents Cynthia Varnell and President Laura Romero have reaffirmed our club's commitment to this project. As the current president of Huntington Beach Kiwanis Club, I can say with great pride that I am the fourth president to embrace this project. I also want to recognize Facilities Development Manager Dave Dominguez, whose stewardship will be needed to complete this project. Also, a huge thank you to former Mayor Joe Carcio, for without his persistence, and I think that's putting it mildly, we might not be here. What better way to achieve the mission of Kiwanis, serving the children of the world, than by creating a children's playground for those with challenges that you and I take for granted every day. In conclusion, we eagerly anticipate the day when we see the children of our community enjoying this beautiful beach as much as all of us here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bob. Okay, so this is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the ceremonial sand breaking.